Hi, travel agents. Thank you for being here today. As always, my name is Cindy. I'll be your host for today. So, we have a very exciting webinar. We have here today Atlantic City. And before we get started, I just want to go over some housekeeping rules. So, if you have any questions, please drop it in the Q&A box below on your screen and we'll get to it at the end of the webinar. And we also have a very fun prize to give away today. Today, we have an Atlantic City swag bag. And to qualify, make sure you stay all the way till the end of the webinar. The winner will be chosen offline and notified early next week. And with that being said, I'd like to introduce our lovely presenter today. We have Judi Pim. She is the sales manager of Canada. Hi, Judi. Thanks for joining us
Hi,
today.
Cindy. Hi, thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
Of course, lovely having you back again. And I'm sure the agents are very excited to hear what you have to say. So please go right ahead.
Sure, thanks so much. And thanks everyone for joining. We really appreciate your time. I know it's probably crazy right now, and appreciate your interest in Atlantic City as well. And I'm excited to share the great things to see and do, as well as where to stay in Atlantic City. As Cindy mentioned, we have an Atlantic City swag bag, so be sure to stay on for the full webinar. And on that little note, we'll get ourselves started here. So I think the big thing with Atlantic City is, as they say, location, location, location. We're just 2 hours from New York City and 1 hour from Philadelphia. And with that 1 hour, that makes Philadelphia our best flight gateway from Canada. Also, just 3.5 hour drive from Washington, D.C., which is good to know for those considering multi-city trips. If you're driving from Canada or if your clients are driving a motor coach, drive time from Toronto is approximately 10 hours and Montreal 8 hours. So that just gives you a little bit of a gauge on the time it takes. Atlantic City is centrally located on the East Coast and, as we just mentioned, offers easy access by road. Train is also an option for Atlantic City. America's first boardwalk is here in Atlantic City, originally constructed in the 1870s and meant to keep the sand out of the hotel lobbies. Today, it offers over 5 miles of enjoyment, whether you're walking, jogging, hopping on our trolley, or enjoying a ride on a rickshaw. We also have bicycle hours for the boardwalk for those who wish to cycle. We're definitely a golfer's paradise with 13 golf courses in the area. I recently got back from a trip where I got to experience 2 golf courses at Seaview. Both great courses with a lot of history, a lot of PGA history for those who follow professional golf. And in addition, there's a hotel there. So for those who want to stay with on-site golf, those options do exist. Atlantic City offers miles of white sandy beach and access is free. Atlantic City also has over 17,000 hotel rooms from brands that you know, and we'll review those in the presentation. We are the home to 9 world-class casinos. Atlantic City is the largest gaming destination on the East Coast. Boardwalk Hall was built in 1929 and offers a 13,000-seat arena, which hosts world-class sporting events and headline concerts. Past performers include Lady Gaga, Jennifer Lopez, and our own Celine Dion, just to give you an idea of the entertainment that comes through Atlantic City. A recent lobby renovation includes the addition of the Atlantic City Experience, which is an interactive timeline highlighting the key dates of the city's rich past. And for those of you not familiar with the history of Atlantic City, a great read is Boardwalk Empire, which is based on Atlantic City. Also featured here is the world's largest instrument and the oldest working pipe organ with over 33,000 pipes. We do offer free 30-minute concerts and tours from May to September. Now let's take a look at a couple of our top attractions. Our lighthouse was designed by a Civil War general and dates back to 1857. With 228 steps, it's the tallest in New Jersey and offers great views of the skyline as well as the Back Bay area. Steel Pier is one of the most historic and iconic landmarks in Atlantic City. featuring rides including a custom carousel that depicts scenes from the city's history and an observation wheel, and I'll get into the details of that shortly. Here you can play games. There's many food options, making this a fun experience for all ages. Typically open on weekends in the spring and fall and daily June through August. On to our historic Gardeners Basin, which is nestled on the protected channel along the Back Bay. This area offers Atlantic City cruises, tiki boat cruises, boating and fishing opportunities, as well as parasailing and dolphin and wildlife watching. Eateries in this area offer some of the greatest seafood that we have. Very exciting news for this is the recent, or for this area, is the recent reopening of our newly renovated Atlantic City Aquarium. The aquarium showcases more than 100 species, including Gorman, who is our 225-pound loggerhead sea turtle. Plus, we have diamondback turtles, southern and cownose rays, seahorses, lionfish, horseshoe crabs, and much, much more for people's enjoyment. I think a surprise for many is the fact that Atlantic City has over 20 wineries and breweries, including the Renault Winery, which is one of my favorites. It dates back over 150 years. This historic winery is one of the few establishments in the United States that can use the word champagne, as the origin of the grapes come from the Champagne region in France. A definite favorite here is the blueberry champagne. Also located at Renault is a golf course and a 55-room hotel and a beautiful spa. So again, another opportunity for on-site golf if you have people looking for that. Of course, all of our wineries and breweries have tours and tastings available. In addition, we have foodie tours. We have the Anthony Bourdain Food Trail Atlantic City. For those not familiar, Anthony Bourdain was from New Jersey. Another highlight, the Little Water Distillery, which is a craft distillery offering rum, whiskey, vodka, and gin. And their spirits have some really fun and creative names. It's a great stop along the way. Other great options include Tennessee Ave, the Orange Loop, which is a 3-beach block, one-of-a-kind area with restaurants, bars, live music, coffee, yoga, and much more. And if Tennessee Ave is ringing a bit of a bell and the color orange, fun fact, Monopoly is actually based on Atlantic City. Other fun stops include the North Beach Mini Golf and Lucky Snake Arcade and Indoor Raceway at Showboat Atlantic City. Speaking of Showboat, a great addition to Atlantic City and the Boardwalk is the all-new Island Water Park at Showboat. This is the largest beachfront indoor water park in the United States and also includes an outdoor area. The space offers retractable awnings so we can make the most of the Atlantic City weather. With 11 thrilling water slides, 4 restaurants, 3 bars, this is sure to be a favorite for all visitors. I mentioned earlier the observation wheel at Steel Pier, and this is known as the Wheel. It's the 3rd largest in the United States and stands 227 feet tall, so about the same height as that lighthouse we were talking about. Some fun facts. It opened in the fall of 2017. It features 40 temperature-controlled gondolas. Each revolution is 3 minutes, and a ride is 5 revolutions. So my master in math tells me that that's 15 minutes. Maximum capacity is 240 passengers, and there's like a 13,000 light package on the wheel, so beautiful to see at nighttime. And not too long ago, earlier this year, I ran into a couple from the Toronto area who were actually engaged on the wheels. So fun fact, and also, something to suggest to clients who are looking for where to get engaged. Atlantic City offers many food options, including lots of great local favorites like Doc's Oyster Bar and Carmine's Family Style Italian. If you are suggesting this restaurant, be ready for some major leftovers. Other highlights include Gilcrest and the Back Bay Ale House, and White House, which is a sub shop that opened back in 1946 and offers subs on one of a kind Atlantic City Italian bread. And of course, we have our fabulous celebrity chef restaurants, including Guy Fieri's Chop House at Bally's and Chicken Guy at Harrah's and Resorts. Bobby Flay has Bobby's Burgers at Harrah's. Angeline by Michael Simon is at Borgata. Gordon Ramsay has 3 outlets, including Hell's Kitchen at Caesars Atlantic City, Pub and Grill at Caesars Atlantic City, and his Gordon Ramsay steak restaurant at Harrah's. And if you've heard me talk before, you know that I love the sticky toffee pudding at Gordon Ramsay restaurants. So I recommend you and your clients save room for dessert if you're going to a Gordon Ramsay outlet. We're also excited to announce that we now have Chef Nobu. The Nobu restaurant is at Caesars Atlantic City. When it comes to shopping, we offer Tanger Outlets Atlantic City with over 100 retail stores, including Nike, Michael Kors, Coach, Kate Spade, and Polo Ralph Lauren. The area is anchored by Bass Pro Shops, and we have tax-free shopping on clothing and shoes. So a little bit of savings to combat the rate of exchange difference. And in addition, Canadian visitors can obtain a coupon book offering further discounts. The shopping area is within walking distance of many of the hotels and the Boardwalk. It sits 1 block behind Caesars Atlantic City and Bally's. As I mentioned, Atlantic City is the largest gaming destination on the East Coast and second in the United States after Las Vegas. Let's take a look at the casino properties we offer, starting with the Boardwalk locations. Bally's Atlantic City is right at the center of the action, at the heart of Atlantic City. The corner is Park Place and Boardwalk, and again, that might be sounding familiar as those are the coveted blue spaces on the board game Monopoly. This property offers numerous restaurants, including Guy Fieri's Chop House, Harry's Oyster Bar, and of course, we have the latest in gaming. Caesars Atlantic City is a Caesars Entertainment property located next to Bally's and is the AAA 4-diamond property. Great dining options, in addition to those already mentioned, include Morton's Steakhouse, Kiwi Noodle House, Superifico Italian, and a seasonal outdoor cocktail bar. For entertainment, there is a permanent show, Hook, and we also have the Circus Maximus Theater here, which has hosted greats like Jerry Seinfeld and Tony Bennett. Just this past June, we had David Foster and Catherine McPhee perform. The property offers Qua Bath Spa, and in addition to the main casino floor, Caesars also offers the Wild West area that includes the Book, sports betting, as well as beer pong, live music, and the cheapest happy hour in town. The Hard Rock Hotel and Casino is a beautiful property featuring an amazing lobby with music memorabilia. Last time I was there, they were showcasing Bruce Springsteen, who's my all-time favorite. Cindy and I were just talking about me seeing him way back in the day at the exhibition in Toronto. This property has multiple restaurants, shops, and of course gaming. Located directly across from the entrance to Steel Pier makes this a great location. Continuing on the Boardwalk, we have Ocean Casino Resort. This was formerly known as Revel, and it is another very large property. It's the tallest building in Atlantic City, offering amazing views. Located at one end of the Boardwalk, it is in a quieter area, and the beautiful property has many shops and restaurants, including Wahlburgers. Resorts Casino Hotel, which is located next to the Hard Rock, has the hottest casino floor, they say. This property is all about fun. Resorts is home to Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville and the Landshark Bar and Grill, which is the only year-round beach bar in Atlantic City. This property offers additional dining options, multiple retail shops, and new casino gaming. Resorts is the original casino on the Boardwalk and the first one to open outside of Nevada, and that was back on May 26, 1978. Last but not least of the Boardwalk casino location properties is Tropicana. Tropicana is also a Caesars Entertainment property, and it's Cuban inspired. They just completed renovations in the Solana Tower. This property offers an indoor shopping atrium in addition to the casino, which has been voted the luckiest. So we say resorts is the hottest. We say this is the luckiest. Chances to win everywhere. The property has 24 restaurants, including one of my all-time favorites, Hash House A Go-Go, for breakfast or brunch. There's 25 retail shops, 18 nightlife options, and an IMAX theater here. Now we're going to move over to the marina area casinos. First, Borgata. Borgata is actually the largest property in the state of New Jersey with over 2,700 rooms. It is an upscale AAA Four Diamond MGM property and offers world-class dining, including the celebrity chef outlets we mentioned with Bobby Flay and Michael Simon. Also, for those that know Wolfgang Puck, he has a restaurant here. In addition, 6 pools, spa, a theater, in addition to the casino. Moving over to Harrah's Resort and Casino, another of the Caesars Entertainment properties, has seen recent room renovations. This location offers casino play as well as a tropical pool complex, spa, and multiple dining options. In addition to the celebrity chef restaurants already mentioned at the property, there's La Strada, which is an Italian restaurant, Coastal Craft Kitchen, AC Burger, McCormick and Schmidt's, which is really interesting. They print menus with daily offering with the freshest ingredients. So farm to table for sure at that restaurant. The final casino in the marina area is the Golden Nugget with 700 luxury rooms. I recently stayed here and the property has a fresh, modern look. Aside from gaming, offers nightly entertainment, retail shops, multiple restaurants, including Vic and Anthony's, which is a top 10 American steakhouse, and the seafood restaurant Chart House with amazing water views. Additional amenities at this property include spa, salon, and a rooftop pool. I wanted to share with you some of the non-gaming hotel options as well. Certainly Atlantic City is a destination for all, and I think we know it as a gaming destination, so we focus on those casino properties, but I want to share with you some of the non-gaming properties. So first is the Courtyard by Marriott. It's located just 1 block from the beach and Boardwalk. It's walking distance to the Outlet Mall as well as Boardwalk Hall. And this location offers everything that we've come to expect from this Marriott brand, and it is very highly ranked on TripAdvisor. Moving to Claridge House, this one is located on the Boardwalk beside Bally's, and it's known as the skyscraper by the sea. It was actually built in 1929. This historic property has a notable guest list, including Marilyn Monroe, Frank Sinatra, Princess Grace of Monaco, Al Capone, so we can imagine what it was like back in the day, offering multiple on-site bars, including the View Rooftop Bar. It is Atlantic City's only rooftop bar on the 23rd floor, so it's got great views. I really recommend stopping by for refreshment. It's located behind Brighton Park, and the hotel is just a short walk from entertainment, shopping, and dining. Now we'll move on to the Sheraton Atlantic City Hotel, and very interesting here, they actually house the largest private collection of Miss America memorabilia in the lobby. So it's a fascinating little walkthrough, even if you're not staying at the property. It's really, really interesting to take a look back at the history of that long-running event. Also here is Tun Tavern Restaurant and Brewery, and they offer live music on the weekends. This is adjacent to the Tanger Outlet Atlantic City shopping area that I mentioned, and it's within walking distance to really all that's Atlantic City, including the Boardwalk. The final property that I wanted to chat about is Showboat Atlantic City. So this was a gaming hotel back in the day, and it reopened in 2016 as non-gaming. And what they offer here, as we mentioned, the water slide is here, and also they have an indoor arcade, the Lucky Snake Arcade and Raceway. And what they did is they took the entire casino floor and changed it into arcade and indoor go-karts. And they've got some of the coolest vending machines. So really great family fun at this property. They've got the Atlantic City Eatery, as well as the surf bar with great ocean views. So this is, as I say, a fun one for families. For those looking to offer motor coach tours or group tours in the future, the following properties do work within the motor coach segment. So on the Boardwalk, casino properties working with motor coach tours, resorts, Tropicana, and Caesars. From a non-gaming perspective on the Boardwalk, it's the Claridge and Showboat. And then in the marina area, working with motor coach tours is Harrah's. Now I'm at the end here, Cindy, so I don't know if you have any questions, but I'll keep this slide up because it does have my contact information. And my job is to support you, help you with anything that you might need regarding Atlantic City. So please take note of my phone number and my email address and reach out to me at any time. But let's go back to Cindy and see if you have any questions today.
Yeah, thanks, Judy, for that awesome presentation. Definitely a lot of information, which is great. And Atlantic City seems like a great city to visit. I did not know that it had the second largest gaming casino, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's really such a fun place to go to, and for people who, some people don't know Atlantic City at all, and some people remember it back in the day when we didn't have casinos in Canada, and people would do 24-hour gaming junkets down to Atlantic City. So gaming is our is our history. It is still there. It's a staple, but we've become so much more. So it's a really fun for everybody.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, agents, if you have any questions, please drop in the Q&A box and we'll get to the questions right now. So just to start off, a few questions from myself.
Mhm.
What would you say makes Atlantic City the perfect destination for Canadians?
Well, for Eastern, well, do we call it Central Canada? I guess to say the East is an extreme, I think, but its proximity for Ontario and Quebec is great. I mean, it's a short flight and it's a short drive. So proximity makes it great. And you can tie it in with, as I mentioned, Washington, D.C., New York City, Philadelphia, Boston. It's all very close together. So you can do multiple center. And I think it's the variety that we have too, right? You don't have to go far to experience a lot of different things. And of course, we want to welcome everybody from across Canada, but specifically those in Ontario and Quebec have the advantage of proximity.
Yeah, I totally agree. I've never been, so I'll definitely love to go one day. It's
Add
close
it to the list.
by.
Add it to the list. I mean,
Yeah.
even if you're going to New York City, rent a car. And there are hotels in New York City as well that offer shuttles to Atlantic City.
Oh,
So people
wow,
can go
awesome.
experience it. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, so what would you say would be the perfect 2 to 3 day itinerary to look like?
Yeah, I think because we have a wide variety.
Yeah.
I think it really depends on what people want to do, but I think a great thing to do is to spend a day exploring the boardwalk because it really, I mean, at 5 miles long and the great beach right in front of it, that's a full day's adventure right there. You can, slip in and out of the shops, or you can just enjoy people watching, try your hand at some of the casinos as you're going by. So I think a full day on the boardwalk is a good start, and maybe wrap it up with dinner down there and maybe some of the nightlife. And then I would say we've got so many spots where you can just venture out just a little bit from Atlantic City. So if it's wineries or breweries you like, maybe do one of those tours, or if you're a golfer, soft adventure, we've got hiking and cycling in the area. And something we didn't mention that's close by is a little historic area called Smithville, and it's shops and restaurants. The buildings are from the 1600s. So again, depending on what it is you like to do, so that one day on the boardwalk, maybe one day just reaching out within the half hour of the heart of Atlantic City to explore something else, and then wrap it up with maybe a little bit of shopping or a little bit of time in the ocean while you're there.
Yeah, that's awesome. You have shopping tax free, and then the ocean's also there.
Yeah.
All right, we have Celine here. Celine wants to know, she goes on the website. Will she be able to find a calendar with different events going on?
Yes, absolutely. Visit atlanticcity.com. There is a section where you can check what's coming up, what's happening in Atlantic City. So, as far as concerts, shows, festivals, I mean, we had a 2-day air show. We do some food festivals. So, definitely take a look at the website. The other thing on the website is we do have a tab for savings, and it's always changing. So a good icon to click on is just to see what specials we're offering, whether it's a discounted entry into something, whether a hotel's got a promotion going, whatever it might be. But we recognize that value is important to Canadian travelers. So hopefully there's something there for them that you can offer.
Awesome. Well, speaking of hotel special prices, do you know any hotels on top of your head that might offer special no exchange rates for like Canadian travelers?
We don't have anything specific for Canadian at Par. I know some destinations do have that. Atlantic City is not one of them. But I think that we have that tab that you can go to on the website for savings. And also, we have those properties that I mentioned that are very group orientated, and that was resorts, Harrah's, Caesars, Tropicana, Claridge, and Showboat. And I think that you'll find that those properties in particular have some great flexibility if you're looking to take even a small group in. It doesn't have to be a motor coach movement or anything like that, but I think you would find them open to some good rates.
Awesome. Well, that is all the questions we have today. Judy, do you have any last minute words you want to say to the agents before we sign off?
Everybody made it very easy for me today. Listen, again, thanks for your interest in Atlantic City. We appreciate that, and for your time, because I know these are interesting moments that we're in, and we're also still trying to enjoy some of summer ourselves. So, thank you for taking the time to join us today, and thanks to you, Cindy, for hosting us. We really appreciate Travel Week.
Yes, of course. Lovely having you back again. So
Okay, and
thank
we'll let the
you.
winner know.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Well, thank you, travel agents, for being here with us today. And I'll send you all the information you'll need in a follow-up email next week, as well as a winner will be picked offline and contacted next week as well. So thank you, Judy. And thank you, travel agents, and hope everybody have a wonderful day. Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.